6 ways to grow your business this month. My loves, I've been spending so much time off my phone and away from social media, and it's freed up so much brain space for me to think about the important shit. Important shit like playing 3 days worth of guitar with my eldest who has been sick at home. And it's been some of my favourite days of parenting ever and completely worthy of my attention. I also wrote one of my favourite blog posts today and made it into a podcast as well, 10 mistakes that you've been making with your sales page. Is it my favourite because it's full of super important information that will change your life? Well, yes, but also because I mentioned try not to look at donkey dicks and your grandmother's fledgling porn career. What can I say? It really is the magnum opus of my career. I also been thinking about researching the fuck out of phones and social media and the damage it can do, especially to kids. And yeah, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And I've definitely noticed since I've started this whole 21-day experiment to go off social media that my inspiration, my attention span, and my consumption of quality, thoughtful content is way up. Whereas an hour of Instagram scrolling left me a vacuous, memoryless hole, an hour of reading blogs fills me up until I'm brimming with ideas and insights and itching to create. Make sure you go on over to my blog to see all of the blog posts I've been creating there. I feel like I'm so creatively fertile, and I've been doing cool scrapbook posts as well of all the different inspiration I've been collecting as I go as well. So, what's on the agenda now? Well, today I am filling up that glorious brain space left by the absence of social media with, epic drumroll please, a brain dump of 6 ways that you can grow your business this month. Because while it's important to have those long-term yearly business goals, cough, cough, goal getter workbook, remember that you should also be breaking down those goals into daily and weekly and monthly goals. And there isn't any time like the present to get that ball rolling with action and start making some dosh. So, without further ado, or any more mentions of donkey genitalia, look, I make no promises. Let's just carry on. 1. Consider packaging your products or your services in a special bundle just for this month. Got a spa? You could bundle together 2 treatments and a take-home mud mask and call it Self-Care Deluxe. Have you got a business where you sell wine tubs emblazoned with Randy sayings? You could package together 4 and call it the BFFs Get Boozy bundle, where peeps can buy for their closest mates and share a cup of, erotically charged dessert wine together over Zoom. And yes, I do only drink sweet dessert wine. Of course I do. I have the palate and sensibility of a teenager. Do you really expect me to drink like fucking Chardonnay? I am not mature enough for that yet, Sharon. Anyway, look, bundling shit is a special deal, like only for this month or the next 3 days or the next week or whatever. It works brilliantly because bundles are a novelty and an experience for customers. Number 2, you can have a daily referral experiment. Commit to reaching out to a friend or a family member or a business associate every day. Ask them how they are. Catch up. Be thoughtful. Tell them what you're doing. Ask them to tell anyone they know who may need you. Because even in the world of online, word of mouth is key. Connection and relationships are powerful. And so are donkey schlongs, apparently. Look, I made no promises. I told you that. Also, idea. What if I tried to mention donkey dicks in every article I wrote from now on? It would be like this little Easter egg for you to find, like a hallmark, if you will, of Leone quality. So email me, tell me if you agree this is the greatest idea you've ever heard, and if you don't agree, please don't tell me. Why are you even here? Like, there are a billion beige business motherfuckers out there who will talk marketing all day long and not once mention donkey dicks. I know, revolutionary. I don't know how they manage it either, honestly. Okay, 3. Remember that sales and marketing skills are not something that you are born with. It may surprise you to know that little old Leonie Dawson was not born good with the monies or the business or the marketing or logic or social skills or eye contact or behaving in risk-free and thoughtful ways. No, those are all things that they have had to learn later on in life and maybe are still learning. It's like this, like I learned not to put knives into toasters to pluck out stuck bread, because I have a kind and a thoughtful husband who for the last 20 years has reminded me very often that it's not an appropriate life choice to make. And I'll stand there, knife in hand, and I'll blink at him and I'll yell, "Don't tell me what to do. I am a grown adult," before I reconsider my actions and I put the knife down and I step away, muttering from that said toaster. So, I, a certifiable Labrador with a brain the size of a mid-sized bird, can learn how to 1. Create $11 million in revenue in 10 hours a week. 2. Look after those monies instead of binge spending it all on whiz-fizz sherbet and magicians in purple capes. 3. Do that whole marketing and sales and business thing and do it like pretty goodly and in like a fun way. And 4. Also manage to not electrocute themselves very often. And like inspirational message for the ages, my friends. You too can do the same thing. So like seriously, when I was in my early 20s, I had some big dreams and no freaking idea how to make them happen. I had this fledgling business, but I couldn't work out how to get money flowing in large enough amounts for me to live off. It felt so fucking frustrating and disheartening, and I despaired at ever being able to have a creative career. And it was then I had this light bulb moment that there are other people out there who have mastered business and marketing. They've just learned things that I haven't learned yet, and once I learn them, I can create success too. So, like, I just set about learning everything I didn't know. And not just learning it, but implementing it and testing it and seeing what worked for me and for my audience and letting go what didn't. And then building on that success again and again and again until I hit the goal that I wanted, which was first all I wanted was $30,000 a year. And then $60,000, then $100,000, and then it grew to $300,000 a year, then $500,000 a year. And it's continued up from there. At its peak, I hit around $3 million a year with a large team in place, and then I rejigged my business back to just me and a part-time assistant. We hit around the 7 figures a year, but we generate more profit than ever before, even with a large team. Look, the point is that few inches between your ears is going to be the generator of all your success. Invest in it, and remember that business and sales and marketing are all learnable. It's not something that you have to be born with it. You get to choose it. Number 4, super simple, but have a regular way that you reach out to customers. If you haven't got a newsletter, make one. If you've got one, be more consistent. Create useful content. Remind people of the ways that you can help them. Be of service and of joy to your humans. Number 5, do one marketing activity every single day. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. If you want your business to continue growing, do a marketing activity every single day. Here's some ideas for you. Be interviewed on a podcast. Start your own podcast. Write a great article. Pitch a magazine. Write a newsletter. Ask someone for a testimonial. Make a short video for your website explaining what you do and how you help people. Start an affiliate program. Do a joint venture with a business associate. Keep note on every single question that clients ask you and write a blog post answering each one of them. There are 1,000,001 ways that you can market your business. What's important is doing it, working out what works for you and your audience and building those successes. And finally, my last tip for you to create even more abundance this month is create a deadline. We humans are a funny and miraculous species. We have invented moleskines and pavlovas, which are excellent life choices. And we've also created genocide and QAnon, which are disastrous life choices. And I know how I managed to include all those 4 things in one sentence. It's a fucking miracle. But here's the thing about humans, we also don't like to make decisions. We'd rather put that off until like tomorrow or next week until we forget we even need to make a decision. which is tricky when you've got a business and you want people to buy now, but they're thinking about maybe putting it off until later. So which is where deadline marketing can come in really fucking handy. Deadline marketing forces your people to make a clear yes or no decision for right now when it comes to buying your product. So some ways that you can create a deadline. You could have a sale for a set period of time. You could have limited edition products like only 100 art prints available and no more will be printed after then. You could run live rounds of programs where people need to sign up by a certain date. You can have an early bird discount for a set period of time. You could close sales on that product for a few months or for the rest of the year and only open it once a year. You could offer bonuses for a set period of time. And whatever you decide to do, just make sure you market that deadline heavily and also include a timer on your sales page so people know that it's a decide now kind of thing and they need to shit or get off the fucking pot. So all of which to remind me, you have got 1 week left now to get my Sales Starter Masterclass. So if you're keen to see your business grow and make you more profit, you need it. Like yesterday, leoniedawson.com/sell. And in other handy life advice, just remember guys, knives don't belong in toasters, apparently. I'd like to argue otherwise, and I have argued otherwise, truth be told. Alright, that's me. Go make some miracles happen. Go do some marketing. Go share your incredible work and products and goodness with the world. Go get some abundance and go make some miracles happen for your people. Alright, I love you long time, forever. Goodbye.